This is John from John Asch Contracting, third generation roofing residential company. Here's a house on Schulmeister Road in Old Bridge, off of Route 9. And we did the whole roof on this house, along with major rafter repair, new plywood. On this house, the edge of the roof was flush more or less with the siding. So what we did here was extend the rafters out about 18 inches on the A's. So rather than have a flush roof with the siding, we ended up adding an 18-inch soffit, which you'll see the work in the photos. On the fourth photo, you see us here just removing some of the old roof, and you see more of the old roof being removed, tarps on the ground. Keep going, and on the seventh photo, you'll see the rafters starting to be worked on. These rafters were coming loose in many areas. Some were cracked, a couple were rotted, some were installed bad. There was no joist hangers. Some of them were twisting. And you'll see, I think the ninth photo, the main beam is majorly cracked. That had to be sistered. And in the next photo, if you look, you'll see where somebody had tried to save the soffit. On the 10th photo, you'll notice that someone in the past, the last couple feet near the bottom of the rafters, they doubled up the rafters, one to each side, which normally would be a good idea, except you have to have an overlap of a lot more than 5 inches. If you look carefully, you'll see the original rafter only going into the sister rafters maybe 5 inches, which is not good. So that whole end was weak. You'll see on the next photo, we started putting some cross bracing in and some sistering of the rafters. And you'll see near the valley, a couple photos later, we're extending some of the rafters down closer to the valley area. Make a long story short, we had to do major work to the rafters. Then you'll see next photo, the 14th photo. This is the edge of the original roof with the last rafter, and this is one of the 3 areas that they wanted to extend about 18 inches. So now in the next photo again, you'll see we removed the plywood. You can see the insulation there. And then we doubled up on the end rafter, put some bracing in. And some of these photos are not in order. Skip to the second photo next, and you'll see the overhang, now 18 inches framed out. And you'll see some sister bracing, some cross bracing, I should have said, to hold all that in together. Gets a little confusing. And you'll see more of the end there and the bracing. Now you see above the scaffold, the 18-inch pieces that we're putting in. And then some new plywood goes on top. You see the new plywood now versus the old brown plywood. That's all the new overhang, the added extra overhang. Next photo is underneath, showing the strength of everything that we did, along with new joist hangers. Then on the ends of that, we added a 2x6 to make it very strong. Then on top of the 2x6, you keep going down, next photo. You'll eventually see on the left side is the new trim boards, and on the right side is the framing under the trim boards. And then a couple more photos later, here's a finished product along with new soffits, new synthetic trim boards. Here is a next couple pictures later, the whole roof, along with the new vents, the new fan, and new gutters, new leaders, and we're all done. If you have any questions, feel free to call. Normally, I don't bite. Thank you.